I cannot wait until this election is over so I can start ripping on conservatives, MAGA supporters, whatever, who sit here and are completely out of touch like boomers, don't understand anything about economics and how hard it is for the average person, especially a young man nowadays. Obviously, I'm not a young man, I'm an old man, but I can definitely understand the frustration of how hard it is to make something out of yourself in this slavery type of climate that we're in. Everything is super expensive, and if you're a young person, good luck trying to get a loan to try to, unless like you're going for student loan. Isn't that funny that you can sit here and get yourself into extreme amounts of debt when it comes to student loan debt, hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you can't get yourself like a $5,000 loan to get you a car or get you something, get you going. You need money. Like the whole like saving, like who can save these days? Like seriously, the only people who can save are rich people. Everybody else, and unless it's just me, man, maybe it's just me. I see a lot of people on the internet saying the same things, but maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just in my head. Maybe everything is great. Everyone acts like it's great. Everyone acts like they're not struggling. Everyone acts like all their money doesn't go towards bills, towards groceries, towards whatever, towards rent. Yeah, if it's this hard to survive, why are we bringing more people over here? If we have a housing shortage and that's why there's so much money for housing, then why are we bringing more people here? We already have enough people here. I have no problem with people coming here legally, trickling in. Like, we don't need to bring in 1 million people a year. I don't think. I think that we need to settle down a little bit. I think that we can I think we can bring it down to maybe 500,000, maybe 300,000 a year until we're doing good. Until the average American is doing good. Until like we're not in the red. We're not sitting here like the government. Like the government can sit here having 36 trillion in debt. And to top it off, future debts of like 160 or 70 trillion. Wait till that comes in. Wait till that comes in. That's future obligations of what the government owes people, whether it's Social Security, Medicaid, whatever. We have like 50 million people on welfare right now. This society feels socialist. It feels like you have to literally work your hands to the bone to get a little bit ahead. Just to get a little bit ahead. Because if you work a ton of overtime, then here comes the government starts taking your money. So it's like you're working overtime just straight time. Oh, that's cool. Like on paper, I'm making this much, but I'm not really because the government takes a huge portion of it, even though I'm in a lower class. Like, I'm basically living the same. Like, I think people on welfare probably live a better lifestyle than me. Uh, they might not live in the greatest area. Maybe I live in a little bit better of an area, but like I think that they live it better than me, and I think that's what the end goal is. I think the end goal is to have everyone dependent on the government on some type of way, whether it's health or finances or whatever, security. That's what they want. They don't want people to be independent. And here's the problem. The government, like, how would they have like such a good credit rating? Like, they should have a horrible credit rating. I tried to get a loan to consolidate my debt, and I didn't qualify. That's so crazy. I remember like going for a credit card. I wasn't even trying for it. I was just like, whatever. I was trying to do something at the bank, and they're like, hey, just go ahead and, it's easy. You just apply for this credit card, and I got denied. And I'm like, wow, I got denied. That's crazy. Like, how am I being like held to this credit score when they have hyperinflated, not hyperinflated, but they've inflated the currency big time, causing inflation through all the prices. Why am I being held to the same standard as I was before? I think it's absolutely ridiculous at this point. Everyone gets a bailout besides the working class, besides the middle class. I think that we're the ones that are too big to fail. Imagine if like everyone just stopped going to work, stopped going to work that, doing these infrastructure jobs. What would happen? Well, we wouldn't have water, we wouldn't have power, we wouldn't have security. We're the ones that are too big to fail, but we're always the ones that are put last. No, we need to make sure that the banks always get a bailout or whoever else, because they can't run their companies properly. No, what needs to happen is they need to liquidate their assets. And if they're too big to fail, well, that's just too bad. Start liquidating your assets and letting your competitors buy up your assets. You should have ran your company better. I don't know what to tell you. When the government owns the banking, starts owning private citizens like sectors, that's a problem. But yeah, if you're a young man and they're telling you, people people who support Trump are like, oh, you're just a weak, you're just a pansy. No, they're out of touch. They don't know how it is. When they were growing up, it was a lot easier. It was a lot easier when I was growing up than it is now. To get ahead, to do anything. In this climate, all your money basically goes to bills. And it's just ridiculous. And people wonder why, oh, we don't have extra money to go and do it. Like, dude, I don't even want to date anymore. I don't even want to go anywhere. I don't want to spend money on gas. I don't want to do anything. I know that me personally, I'm going to have to get a second job at some point, and do the work, because nobody's going to come and save me. I'm not going to get a bailout from the government. And you want to talk about stimulus? That was stimulating the economy. Not everybody should have probably got that. People on welfare definitely have not gotten the stimulus. People in the working class, we need the bailout. Because here's the problem. The current conservatives will blame the government, and then the leftists will blame companies. Well, they're both the problem, because companies have been nickeling and diming workers, bottom workers, for decades, trying to take whatever they can, whether it's their pension, up in their health insurance, paying less on the health insurance, whatever they're doing, giving you like basically enough of a raise to pay your health insurance premiums going up. That's not a raise. That's not a raise. But that's what they've been doing, and they've been taking and there's nothing really left to take from us anymore to keep your record profits up. You need to start taking away your middle management. That's the problem. But, and the government's the problem. They're both the problem. The government, the corporations have been the problem for a while now. And the government is a big problem because they keep on allowing people to come here illegally, and then we have to pay for it. They're getting treated better than us. They're getting treated better than veterans. And it's just absurd. Like, we live in absurd times, and it's all backwards. Doesn't make any sense. And the government keeps printing out money, keeps sending another $8 billion over to Ukraine. Like, stop sending my money to that country. I don't care about Ukraine. Now, I feel bad for the people that are there, but I don't care about the country. I don't live there. I don't care if Russia takes it all over. I don't care. I don't care if Israel gets taken over by Palestine. I don't care. I don't live there. That is not America. Sorry to tell you people this.